You've seen this city before. You've seen this guild hall before. You've seen this quest board. You've seen that gang in the corner sitting menacingly. In fact, if I swapped the protagonist of some isekai, would the world really change? Would the backdrop really change? And would anything really change in the end? Probably not, because modern isekai doesn't just build worlds, it rents them out. It uses a standard fantasy setting as a backdrop to a power fantasy, rather than a living, breathing ecosystem where characters feel not just like archetypes, but their own unique characters. But there is a medium that is, well, thriving on the other world. It makes it interesting, it makes the world feel heavy, dangerous, real even. Today we're looking at why modern isekai is failing and why world building is thriving in visual novels. I'm your host, Anime101. Like, share, subscribe, do I like to do stuff? Let's get into it right now. The biggest enemy of meaningful world building in modern isekai is the video game interface. When a world is governed by levels, stats, and skill trees, the mystery dies. You aren't exploring culture, you're not exploring a world, you're playing a spreadsheet. The rules of the world aren't organic, they're just programmed. Makes everything feel the same, where it shouldn't. In a visual novel like Fate, or Steins Gate, or anything that's older than 5 years, it's tied to history, sacrifice, and philosophy. Magic isn't just a monobar, it's a dwindling resource tied to the roots of the world. And in Steins Gate, it's just, let's time travel, let's do stuff with time. Visual novels use text to build texture. Isekai uses text to show numbers. One makes the world feel ancient and the other a beta test. In most isekai, the protagonist is a tourist. The world exists to serve them and only them. The NPCs are there to be impressed by their modern knowledge or their cheat skills. The world bends to the hero, even though it shouldn't. Key scenes from, Steins Gate, or Shinsa, or Yumineko show the protagonist struggling, failing, and being overwhelmed by the environment they're in. In a great visual novel, the world is an antagonist. It doesn't care about the protagonist, whether it's an impressive atmosphere, or a cursed mansion, or the terrifying mechanics of time travel. The world has its own weight. World building is only meaningful when the world has the power to say no. When the hero has to adapt to the world's cultures, politics, and dangers just to survive and to live another day. But let's address the elephant in the room. Length. An anime has about 23 to 24 minutes per episode to move the plot forward. It has to use tropes as, shorthands. But a visual novel is a marathon. It has the luxury of spending 3 hours talking about a certain political tension between two neighboring provinces before a single sword is drawn. VNs use lore dumps not just as filler, but as immersion tools. They allow you to live in the world, breathe in the world, understand the world, feel like you're in that world. And ironically, the boring parts are good too. The food, the taxes, the local myths, they're exciting in visual novels because, it's like, oh, lore, let me write that down. Gotta open up the spreadsheet, gotta add that lore, gotta open up the Google Doc. Yep, yep, we got that. Yep, you got that? Right on. But isekai skips the foundation to get to the roof. Visual novels build the basement first, as you should. The plumbing, the electrical, and all that good stuff before you even see the front door. And that's a big difference between the two. Now, ultimately, world building fails when it doesn't serve the themes. If your world is generic fantasy number 7623, your theme is likely being the strong is fun, and that's fine for distraction, but it's forgettable. It's like, ugh, gotta sit through this shit again? Really? Meanwhile, visual novels succeed because they use the world to reflect the character's internal struggle. The world is a mirror for them. When the protagonist discovers a dark secret about the world's past, it forces them to change who they are. Meaningful world building isn't about having a map. It's about having a, well, sequence. That's what makes it beautiful. Isekai has the potential to become one of the greatest genre for world building. It could be a D&D campaign for all we care. The concepts of a stranger in a strange land is a gold mine. But until we move past the status screens and the copy and paste kingdoms, it will always feel thin. If you're tired about the same 3 trees in the same circle city, do yourself a favor, pick up a visual novel anytime. Go somewhere that actually feels like another world. But which visual novel has the best worlding you've ever experienced? For me, it's either the Shinsebacha series, the Nasuverse, or just Steins Gate, because, well, Steins Gate. Sadness, depression, and tears. Like, come on. But if you want more world building and deep dives into narrative structures, about your favorite genres, characters, worlds, themes, all that good stuff, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I'm your host, Ant-Man101. Do all that good YouTube stuff. Signing out. See you guys next time. Have a fantastic day.